Today, me and my student BBoy Petito are gonna show you guys how to learn the head hollow back. So stay tuned. What up guys, and welcome to this part 4 of this bridge series, teaching you guys a bunch of stuff that you can learn from a bridge. Now, if you haven't seen episodes 1, 2, or 3, I strongly recommend you guys to check it out because you'll learn tons of stuff, just like any other video that you can find on my YouTube channel. Now, to learn the head hollow back, you should be able to do a decent headstand, and then most important of all, you should have a very good bridge. Now, if you haven't seen my video on bridge yet, then don't hesitate to watch this video right after this one because I share tons of golden tips that I've learned after 20 years of coaching on how to efficiently train and learn your bridge. And let me just add really quick that bridge is the gateway to many other different moves, such as an invert or an outside cartwheel or even walkover air flare that will then eventually lead to air flares. Bridge is the key, guys. Now, let's get started in a headstand and then very gently at your own pace, try and put your hands behind you. And this is already pretty challenging, especially if you haven't been breaking for a long time. You know, balance is pretty hard to find, so that's definitely a good thing to start out with for your warm-up and just to get used to the position of your arms and stuff like that. The next preparation exercise is basically doing like a bridge with your head on the floor and then pushing yourself off with your legs and trying to exit your head bridge through a headstand. Also a great way for you to slowly adapt to the positions needed for a head hollow back. Now the next one is not quite the secret technique yet. However, I do recommend you to try it out first, which is basically doing again a headstand and placing your arms behind you and then just slowly lowering your legs to the back. Just kind of test and feel your limits. Because I'm gonna be very honest with you guys, this can be very uncomfortable and it will feel very unnatural in the beginning. So it definitely will help a little bit for you to start pushing limits within these positions before applying proper technique. And I just want to add that it is very possible for you to already learn the head hollow back just by doing it this way, depending on the flexibility of your shoulders, the flexibility of your lower back, and more specifically, the strength you have in your arms in these type of positions. So for example, if you have 10 years of gymnastics experience, then there's a big probability you might actually learn it very quickly this way. However, most of you guys watch my videos because I have these secret techniques that I have developed after 20 years of coaching. So what's the secret technique for this one? Well, there's not many when it comes to the head hollow back. However, there are a few things I do want to point out. First things first, after placing your arms and your hands behind you, kind of already getting you into this head hollow back position, the first secret tip I want to share with you guys is sliding your head forwards, creating more distance between your hands and your head. Will this feel comfortable and natural? No, it will not. However, this tip is something that will give you a really good looking form if your body is able to withstand these positions. Next really valuable and secret tip that you will probably only find with your man coach Sambo is distributing the weight of the legs to make it more doable for you to hold these positions. And how do we do this? Well, very simple. We stretch one leg out as far as we can to the back, and then the other leg is basically pulled in with your knee very close to your stomach or to your chest, spreading the weight over the whole position instead of having both legs stretched out to the back, basically giving you a lot of weight to handle and basically making the freeze a lot more difficult for you to execute. And you'll feel it straight away. If you have one knee tucked in and the other leg stretched out, you still have the effect and the depth of a very good looking hollow back, but still apply a technique that makes it doable for you to handle and for you to hold. I mean, look at that head hollow back, man. That looks absolutely beautiful. Now, to add the cherry on top and to really maximize the value of your head hollow back or any type of freeze, especially while performing it in battle, you want to search for original ways for you to get into the freeze and also for you to get out of the freeze. Having a really dope and unpredictable way to get in and out of your freeze is truly the way you want to go if you want to use this freeze in battle. Also, once understanding and knowing how to do the simplest position, I very strongly recommend you guys to play around with different positions so you can boost that originality, giving yourself more personality and more character when executing your moves. So definitely try it out, and I'm 99% sure if you have a decent bridge and a decent headstand and a decent amount of strength in your arms and shoulder, you'll pick it up within no time. So you can then indeed use it in battle. By the way, I don't know if you know this yet, but I recently released a full masterclass on how to efficiently prepare for battles, sharing with you guys plus 20 years of coaching knowledge that I've learned by coaching and training the best of the best after all these years. Don't hesitate to check out my website because at the end of the day, guys, when you think about it, it's just all about that B-boy shit.